This might be the most deceptively simple yet complex rice ball I've ever made. Golden pork sizzles in caramelized perfection, creating layers of flavor that'll blow your mind. That's how I make Butadon at home. For a printable version of this recipe, visit my website. Just Google Butadon space statue to find me. Now we're going to start with a leek topping called shiraganegi. Skip this step if you just want to use chopped green onions instead. So grab a Japanese leek, we call this naganegi in Japanese, and cut off the end. We're gonna cut about 10 centimeters of the white part, that's about 4 inches, and cut along the grain down to the center. Remove the outer layers and discard the core, or save it for another recipe if you like. Now take one layer at a time and gently scrape it with your knife. This is going to remove the slime and improve the texture, making it more crisp and satisfying to bite. Once they're all done, stuck them up and then slice them thin along the grain. In Japanese, this garnish is called shiraganegi, which means white hairs, so you want to get them as thin as possible. Place them in a bowl of cold water and let them soak. This will soften the flavor while firming up the strands. Now let's talk about the sauce. I'm adding about 1 tablespoon of turbinado sugar to a light colored saucepan. I've measured out 4 tablespoons of water and I'm adding about 1/3 of it. Warm this over medium heat, swirling the pan but not stirring until the syrup turns a deep amber color. We're making a caramel base that will replicate that deep complex flavor that you usually get from charcoal grilling. When it's ready, quickly add the rest of the water. It might splash a bit, so be careful not to stand too close when you do this. Then turn the heat down to medium-low and add 1.5 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of sake, 1 teaspoon of mirin, and 1 teaspoon of honey. Let this simmer until the mixture becomes a runny syrup-like consistency. It's important not to let it get too thick here since we'll continue to cook it with the pork later. Remove the pan from the heat and set it aside for now. Now let's talk about pork. We're going to cut a 300 grams of pork belly block into slices that are about 45 millimeters thick. Unlike a lot of other Japanese pork dishes, you don't need paper thin slices, so you can easily cut manually at home. Speaking of cuts, you've got options here. Traditionally, restaurants use pork loin, but pork belly is much more forgiving for home use. It's got the thick fat layer that keeps everything juicy and helps the sauce cling beautifully. If you can't find pork belly, try pork shoulder or butt. They're well marbled and easy to cook. If you want to make this soup easy, get pork labeled for samgyeopsal, Korean pork barbecue, and Asian supermarket. It's pre-cut to a similar thickness. Put the pork in a bowl, add a pinch of salt and pepper, and about 1 teaspoon of potato starch. Mix it all together to make a thin coating. This helps the gorgeous glaze coat evenly later and also promotes an easy Maillard reaction. Heat a large frying pan on medium high and once it's hot, add a little bit of oil. Place the pork in the pan in a single layer if you can. Let the first side brown without stirring it, then flip it over. Immediately after flipping all the pieces, grab some kitchen paper and wipe away any excess fat if it's rendered a lot. We just don't want an oily sauce. Now we turn the heat down to medium and pour the caramel sauce around the pan. We want the glaze to thicken just enough to stick, not burn either. Turn the pork over occasionally and cook until the sauce has thickened and evenly coated both sides like this. If you want a really smoky flavor, you can use a blowtorch on a surface that can handle high heat. It's not required and my blowtorch broke recently, so I'm not going to do it this time. Scoop hot Japanese short grain rice into serving bowls. And yes, I have a video guide if you want to know how to cook perfect rice every time. Drape those glossy pork slices on top, then drizzle over the leftover sauce. Sprinkle a handful of bright green peas or edamame and place the drained shiraganegi in the middle. I like to add some benishoga for a refreshing burst of flavor and color, then dust with shimi togarashi for a spicy kick, but these are optional. And there you have it. The beauty of this dish isn't just in its incredible flavor, but in how it transforms simple ingredients into something truly special with different techniques. Want even more delicious recipes? Grab my free cookbook from the link in the description. Okay, let's go over the ingredients one more time. And if you're ready to cook, grab the written instructions by clicking the full recipe box with a picture that's about to pop up on your screen. There we go, the link to the full recipe is on the screen for you now, and if you want to watch more similar videos, don't miss my donburi playlist popping up on your screen as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.